Hey, welcome, welcome. This is a universe class reading. I'm Key, and this is our doorway. So let's get it. Let me make sure to set up. I'm gonna give people some time to get into class. Okay, get things situated. All right. Welcome, guys. Welcome, 12 Zodiac Soulmate Cross Watchers. Welcome. Hey, what's going on? Let's see who's in the classroom. You're in the classroom, press the thumbs up button. Hi. What's up, miss? What's up, Linda? What is going on? Okay. So we still waiting. We just got it situated. How you doing? Welcome to the universal class. So, whew. If you're in the classroom, press the thumbs up so I know you're in attendance. Because we're about to get started in a second. Ah, thank you. I'm glad you're here. I love the energy. Yes. Okay, so we gonna get a little. Let's do a recap before we get started. Give people time to get in the classroom. Put that right here. So, masculine is definitely on a voyage. He's teaming up with another, and he's going to be manifesting. Yes. And what he wants to manifest has to take two. It takes two for this tango to really move. So masculine is understanding that it takes two to really make something happen in the environment. And he known that something was going on, or it was a lot of energy that needed to be refocused. So we're going to see what he's been up to in regards to that. Feminine. Y'all been bossing it up, feminine energies in the class. Y'all been taking the wheel and going strong with it too. In regards to your fortune, when it comes to what you want and what you need, is definitely starting to, it has been happening for you guys in some way, shape, or fashion. It's allowed you to show your boss energy that you are the driver and not the passenger. You are the leader and not the follower. And why that is because the feminine energy was making a lot of changes in the atmosphere. I can actually vouch for that physically for myself. That when we know we're taking the wheel of our own lives, we start to walk not only in that way, but we start to physically make changes to show that we mean business. So if there is any conflicts with anybody else in your mix, you start to see that, okay, these are the people either is going to be in alignment with me or not. So if there was any words exchange, or if there was any competition in regards to how you seen your fortune, you seen that competing is unwise. Why? Because you are a leader. You're a lioness. You're the huntress. You know what and who you are as a person and as a prize. And again, all these people wanting your attention, feminine, yet they're looking at you to give the answer. So you gave a lot of answers, either dismissing some people, letting people go physically. Well, we'll see. We're going to see what the feminine had to go to, because she had some admirers, it looks like. Soulmate started to face his or her phobias in regards to what they love and what they want to be dedicated in. And they starting. Let's see what the class say about this. Hold on. Let me put the cards down. The books. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Hey, studio. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, studio. Hi, what's going on? Yeah, and it's so interesting, studio, that you come in just when we're talking about soulmate. And Linda, she's been hooking me up with the energy and synchronicity. So, yeah, thank you. So, again, like soulmate, you know what you want to start. You a star. Like Prince say, baby, you're a star. Oh, you may not know it now, but you're gonna know it. You're a star. Look, you had some crazy days. Yeah, it's been studio. You're telling the truth. It's been an emotional roller coaster. I don't know who sings this song. I used to get someone let me hear her album before, but what comes to mind is emotional roller coaster. Loving you ain't nothing healthy. Loving you was never good for me, but I can't get off. So this time it seems like we getting off the roller coaster. We getting off the merry-go-round for a second. We getting off that because it's nothing wrong with roller coasters. We know it's fun. It's a good ride, but again, it's just a ride. It's not something that we can stay on without feeling the ups and downs on it. So it's like, is that we're not looking for that no more. We're doing a debrat. That's what I'm looking for. We going towards the things that we're looking for. So soulmate knows what he or she wants to start. Right, studio? Right, Linda? Everybody in the classroom, right? You know what you want to start. So, let's see. Key, I'm like masculine, feminine, soulmate. I had to boss up a little bit in the world and to have that emotions, it took a toll, because that meant I had to really see the truth in why I do the things I do as a key, as Kiana, as Quinte, as Horn. That is my name, Kiana Quinte Horn. And you guys helped me emotionally, energetically, to start communicating that in the world this Tuesday. Like, trying to find the finances to get to the radio station, to be able to communicate what the arts means to me, and having people like you, Miss Linda, and definitely you, studio, to call in and to tell what services you provide and how to reach out to you guys. It's not even a like. I love promoting other artists. I love seeing their arts be acknowledged, being seen as professional, and truly being reimbursed for the energy, emotions, and life experiences it took for you to even walk in that path. So a lot of my emotions came out that I've been storing for the last 13 years. It came out on Tuesday. And I was so happy that my sis, Nephis, aka Nakia, she came to my rescue and put that $5, $6 in my hand, like, sis, you've been walking this path for like 20 years. You can't stop now. And from that boost of energy, it gave me the motivation to see that it's not about just me. It's about the we. So we are the world. We are the children. We are the ones to place, like Michael, or we should say like Archangel Michael, as I believe now he is an archangel up there. That a lot of artists' influence helped us, and they continue to help us. So definitely, studio, keep doing what you gotta do, and we're gonna see how we can move emotionally, energetically for the next couple of days, or at least for 2-3 days. Let's see what Linda's saying. Yeah, that's just a part of a beautiful spirit. Yeah, thank you. We all have beautiful spirits in here. That's what makes us bountiful. That's what gives us the blessings. And that sometimes feels like a burden at moments. But you know what? It's not a burden that we can't carry. And if we have to lighten that load, it's always someone in our atmosphere that is willing to be that anchor for us. So let's see what's going on. What's good. All right. Let's see. So we're going to put these. Should we just leave it like that? Because I shouldn't even change it, because it's going to be a reason for that. And we're going to find out why. God, Gaia, God, Goddess, Mother, Father. What is the past life gift for the present in regards to masculine, feminine, soulmate? And key. Be taking place emotionally. Ooh, okay. What will be taking place emotionally, energetically for feminine, soulmate, and key? What will be taking place emotionally, energetically for feminine, soulmate, and key? Let's see. Emotionally, energetically. Okay. All right. Okay, we're going to get this started. All right. See what's being said in the class so we know what's up. Hey, it's good, studio. What you saying? Ah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, Scorpio, you've been on my mind. Having a Scorpio ascendant, I definitely had to see that a stinger is not all that is of a Scorpio. They definitely know how to showcase, start, and definitely be stimulating to people. You know this. So, I'm going to do the soulmate because I feel it is needed in this. S for soulmate. Spirituality and religion. Okay, so soulmate is tapping into his or her spirituality. They're seeing that the phobias that they might have felt in the past life, even as a present, has been tied into who they are spiritually. When we think of spirituality, a lot of times we think of, hey, see, a Scorpio? He's a Scorpio, Linda? So he know how to start something. You know. Linda know. Studio know. Yeah, it takes a lot of stinging to come out. With masculine and feminine, don't play with them. But yeah, soulmate is just like the Scorpio right now. They know that their source within comes from their spirituality. And it is tied into religion. For example, what is the best way to say this? A lot of times we think religion is not tied into spirit. It has to be. For example, we can say Christianity is a religion, yes, but a lot, when Jesus did travel, especially around Asiatic or around the world at some point, A lot of people thought that him and Buddha was the same. So a lot, when we look at Christianity, when we read the text of Christianity, we see a lot of Buddha influence in there. We see a lot of the Quran in Christianity. We see also Kabbalah as well. And another, even Celtic and paganism is in Christianity. And a lot of times we might overlook them until we hear the stories that resonate with us. That's when we see Celtic and paganism and Buddha, Confucius in Christianity. So who's to say that in Kabbalah, the Quran, even the Quran is of influence of Christianity, and Christianity is of influence of Quran as well, like elements within them. So made it seem that if religion and spirituality is like a body with a heart, then they know whatever they're about to do has to have that same feeling. That whatever they do has to connect to their soul and connect to their traditions, how they've been, their upbringing, what they really consider as a tradition. If that's making sense. Let's see what everybody's saying. Okay, yes, Linda. And what topic do you need help in? When it comes to spirituality or religion? Because I got to stack up on my knowledge as well. As I'm talking about this more and more, I'm starting to see that I had to get, and I have this wanting to get different texts to see the correlation. Because when I say these things, a lot of times I can see the receipts in my mind. But if I actually had the physical book, like these books in front of us, then I can actually tell, like go through each book and show you the similarities. So that's giving me more of a purpose to know my next step or my next stages with you guys. All right, masculine. Wow. I just finished saying Celtic, right, guys? So masculine is starting to also see this as well. That their present gift to themselves from the past has been their key knowledge on spirit and religion. It's just like the phallus and the womb. Both the phallus and the womb birth a child, birth communities, birth communion. It is something that we could physically see that at some point is sacred. Wow. And yes, Celtic is of influence of Ireland. Definitely of the Niles, of the Isles, or am I saying it Isles? Like Ireland, Scotland, yes. Australia. Where am I getting? Yeah, but I'm getting strong from Ireland. Yeah. The structures also look European too, or from England. Yeah. And again, this ties also to when the masculine is noticing that who they are connects to also their spiritual understanding of who they are and their religious background, or what they consider a religious background. So before Christianity became Christianity, humanity was exposed to Celtic, which is all about the four elements of the planet, of this planet, the four directions of this earth, the four elements that we live by: earth, wind, fire, air, the four emotions that we experience: love, hate, sorrow, joy. And the fifth one is our heart and entwined with that. So masculine is definitely seeing that before we can have spirituality and religion, we first had to see the connections to the environment and how that relates to us. And that's what masculine is noticing. Let's see. We're seeing what's being said in the classroom. Yes, oh, okay, so New Zealand, right. Wales. Oh, thank you. Wales. Thank you, Linda. Thank you. Oh, it is. I didn't know that. Claudic. I hope I'm saying it Claudic Cross. I'm going to definitely research that and put that on Kiki's Doorway reference to get more knowledge on that. Because, again, paganism is the same as Celtic. I feel that paganism was more definitely a practice when it comes to having the physical page or now writing principles. Like paganism took Celtic and then started to make more of a detailed principle of what each emotions or element can stand for in regards to religion. And then paganism was transferred also to Christianity as well, to the Kabbalah, tree of knowledge. If we even look at the Kabbalah, even if the chakras that they talk about makes you think of Asia when it comes to the chi, the Kundalini, that's also connected as well. Yes, the Druids. Yes, Druids. Besides paganism, you also had Druids. You had the runes. What we're doing now is the same similarities. When I call you guys stars and relics, relics are people that or things that have been irrelevant, that was relevant in the past that can be relevant now. So if you really look at who you are as a person, you're a relic. And as a relic, you're able to relate to other. See, and it goes right back to witchcraft. And a lot of times, witchcraft was even a England term, Old England, because we didn't speak English first. We spoke Latin, Hebrew. And at that time, period, when being called witch, that was like an Indo-European way of saying wise one. Someone that was wise of the environment, wise, the person that looked at their environment and started to document what they were witnessing. So if someone came to them, they had a book that they could always go back to help if you were sick. They knew what plants to actually tell you to get based on either physically going through a cold themselves and they're seeing like, oh, if I go through a cold, then someone else could go through a cold. So rather than just keep that knowledge themselves, they started to document them. And then if you got a scrape, remember, if you were even got a scrape in the animal kingdom, they exiled you because the fear was, what if you got someone else affected, or what if you kind of gave the energy of the weakest link. So what did they do? As a human, if you was to scrape or cut yourself and you were worried about infections because you could die back in the day just from a simple cut, you would go to what they would consider a witch doctor or a witch, a wise person, and they would look at your wound. They would ask you like, well, where were you when you got this cut? Or based on your cut, they could tell, oh, you were in the dirt. Well, how do you know? I see some brown soil. So you must have got cut in the area either through a twig or so they could either, again, being a witness, they knew, okay, this is what you do need to do. Now, first they could have been like, yes, you're a witch. Oh my God, a warlock. Oh my God, we should beware of you. Yet, when that person was going through pain, you know what they had to do? They took that witch doctor's advice to see if it worked, and it actually worked. So then, again, we had to look at analogy and say that even when we call Wicca, Wicca is also a wise person. Wicca is also a branch that's connected to the pagan world and Celtic world before it became Christianity. the Quran and every other religion that came after. So, and if you even look at the the storyline, it also has an influence of Egyptian as well. So all these things, this is why cultures are one and the same. It's just how you translate it based on where you're living. So, who had the Celtic masculine is seeing that it is nothing wrong with infusing old school knowledge with new school knowledge because they're one and the same. It's all about how you're interpreting it. If that's making any sense in the classroom. See, yes, Wicca. Yeah, and it's interesting because in high school, my mom, that's when she was getting really sick. Before she passed, she ended up giving me a Wicca book. And I looked at her like, she didn't know I was into reading. She knew I was into Reiki and physical therapy for her and learning about herbal medicine with her. But I guess she seen like when I would sneak in spirituality books and about alchemy and metaphysics, and this my conversation with her sometimes when we would just relax and chill, because my mom was just not my mom, she was also my friend. Like, I could come to her for anything and she could come to me and talk to me about anything. So I guess she must have sensed I was going in this route, and she got me a Wicca book. And at first I didn't want to read it in front of her, and she was like, well, why you haven't picked up the book? I was like, well, isn't that a witch book? And she just looked at me like, what? And she said, learn what the word witch really means. So when I did find out what witch meant, I said, oh, I'm twisted. And then she said, how are you going to act like that when your great grandmother is Santeria? So you're kind of dissing your own heritage. And that's what made me really look at communities and culture in general. We all are warlocks and witches. But again, that wording has had energy of being burnt, being exiled, being punished for knowing the knowledge that you had, having to be a secret, had to, that's where the occult comes from. Going in secrecy because it was not a fear, it's straight fact that if you even revealed these type of knowledge, you would either be exiled, killed, or used for something other than your own will. And that was an issue. So again, masculine is tapping into this knowledge, but he's figuring out how to be of cognito while being of the world, if that's making sense. It's like knowing you have powers, but you're still around people too. People have powers too, but if they don't know that and you're showcasing yours, now you're a target. So figuring out how to navigate is what the masculine is definitely thinking of when it comes to his newfound gifts, his newfound knowledge of his craft. So let's see what the class is saying. Wow, yeah, yes, Linda, my mom did do that. And yes, we come from a Christian background. Like, my great grandfather was a pastor. He was a Christian pastor. However, when he taught, he was very knowledgeable on other religion. It was like a doctrine for him, and he taught that knowledge to my grandfather. So I think that's why my mom wasn't surprised that she knew I was a witch, but I was afraid of that side of myself. I got beat up a lot. I got bullied a lot. I got hated for a lot. A lot of times that's why I became an introvert. And when it came to performing arts, that's what I pulled back, because when I perform, that side of me does come out too, in that same energy. So from 4 years old to what, even as an adult now, I've been really cautious on showing that side, but I see that I can't do that anymore. Now, you're not going to draw any back karma, studio. See, when karma is, best way to explain it. Say, for instance, studio, we met each other on the street, right? Linda, we met each other on the street, right? And we know each other. And we all meet up at the same street. And we all happy. We're like, hey, we smile and we give each other hugs. That's how we do. We like, woo woo, woo woo. We have our own signature um, introductions to seeing each other, right? What if we did that the next time around, but we do the woo woo, hey, what's up, you know, what's good? Yet we hit each other. You know what that does? That confuses us naturally. Because, like, wait, we're still laughing, we're still smiling, but yet we're hitting each other. Now I got to react based on what you just did, based on what we just did to each other. So karmic is really what you see, it's what you get, it's what you get. Meaning, if your intentions is good in what you're manifesting, studio, then what you're going to receive back is going to be good. That's the whole synchronicity of it. If we're thinking to do bad, then bad has to come to us. It's not to say that it's giving us punishment, because what is really good and what is really bad. That's the whole point of karma. To show that there is no difference. What makes the difference is you as the individual that is demonstrating it and being a witness of it. Like masculine and soulmate had to see. So, if that makes any sense, studio. And then if you are really cautious, again, do research. Research on what you're trying to manifest and see how to move in that way where you not only get the results that you're looking for, but you could rest your head to know that the things that you do is going to matter, and that is okay. Okay, cool. Good. All right. Now look at this. Feminine is a part of the Greco-Roman influence. She was around where civilization, besides when I was mentioning as a key, Egypt, having this core value of spirituality and religion. Feminine came from a place where Greco-Roman got their influence by Egyptian influence, by pagan knowledge, Celtic knowledge about health, sensuality, sexuality, and also of the arts, because the arts ties into everything that is mentioned here. And feminine energy, the feminine energy that's in the class, you know how to demonstrate your masculine side, your masculine, which is the Roman side, and how to exude your Greco, which is all about the feminine energy. Greece was all about knowing about the feminine energy, knowing about the goddess principle, knowing about the moon, and like Studio said, how to manifest based on the mood that you're in. Even the moon can let you know when is the perfect time to manifest. If you're not into the moon, again, this is where we learn about time. So feminine energy is all about manifestation and seeing how to be active in that. Now, what can be going on with the feminine energy is she's very concerned about, again, Greco-Roman had it right at the beginning, but then they fell because they didn't stick to acknowledging the feminine principle. They just wanted to acknowledge just the masculine principle. They just only wanted to acknowledge the sun zodiac and not the moon constellations, or not the moon influence, not Gaia. They didn't want to acknowledge goddess. And when that happened, that's when civilization fell. It's like admitting I can acknowledge the sun all day, but I can't acknowledge the moon. So you know what could happen? What if the moon said, you know what, let me move on out of here. You're just left with the sun. The sun, yes, can grow things, but the sun would need the moon's motion to stir the water so what the sun is growing can sprout out. The sun can, yes, give that fire to start to sprout the seed, but in order for that seed to keep growing, it needs the water. And that's why Greco-Roman period did fall apart. So feminine is now seeing that no, this time around she's going to be acknowledging the feminine aspects of herself, which is all very fertile, very fundamentally based, yes, but very strong. She's going to exude that feminine energies, but she's also going to exude the masculine side too, and have them both manifest and work. Ah, see, yes. Let me see what the class is saying. The moon is the way to manifest. Yes, only the blood moon. And it's interesting how the blood moon was in Leo in January. I think it was the 21st. And I'm understanding, didn't the feminine energy get the world, or was it the soulmate? I got to go back. But someone got the world card, which is 21, I believe. And again, if you reverse 21, that's the number 12, Pisces. So everyone in the classroom is taking on that pioneer role. And for the feminine, it is definitely triple time for her. For the feminine energies, it's triple time for us. Yeah, see, I was glad too when that new moon came, because my mom, Leo, August 19th was her birthday. It's her birthday, I should say. Because I still celebrate it to this day. Yes, so let me see. Hakati and Harui. I gotta look at that. I'm definitely gonna be looking at that. Hold on, let me write that down. Yeah, you see, I'm taking on what Studio said. He writing down. I should be writing down. I got some nerve. It was the 20th. Okay, thank you. 20th. I wonder what is. Let me get my paper. Let me write this down. Okay. So Hakati. Because I've heard of that, the name before, but I got to find out how did I hear about that name? So let me write it clearly. Hekati and Jari. And what was the other one? Hold on. Let me make sure. I'm going to write down the other thing as well, so I can definitely get up on my knowledge. We all always learning something, right? Always learning. Okay, hold on. And then the clodic cross. Okay, so I got that. Hold on. And then Studio put me on to something. He just wrote. Hold on. Let me go that down. The 20th, right? The 20th was the full moon. In Virgo? Oh, snap. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna be putting that on Kiki's knowledge. Kiki's Doorway. Was it knowledge or reference? I gotta check. It's been a while. Okay, so let me see. She's a Greek goddess of the witches of the world. Yes! Okay, yes, I've heard of that. Now, myth. Okay, it's a YouTube channel. I think it's Fact or Myth. I think that's what it's called, Fact or Myth. They are good at Greek mythology. They're focused on Greek mythology. And it was interesting why I always wondered. I'm going to see about that. Why did they pick Greco mythology? I think because they know about that mother principle too. They know about that feminine life. But yeah, let me find out. Thank you, Linda. If you ever get a chance, Linda, check out Fact or Myth, I believe. I think I do have it on the reference, on Keykeys.Doorway reference. But yeah. Cladic. Okay, let me write it correctly, Linda. I'm going to write it correctly. Okay. See, we learn in class. We learn in class. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? Okay. All right. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with misspelling. That's how we learn how to. And you know what's interesting? My daughter has that same. She worries about that when she misspells something. I'm like, you know what's funny? You might be spelling Old English. So when she thinks she's misspelling something wrong, I said, let's see if it's Old English. And you know what's funny? It is in Old English. It's in European. So in our DNA, Linda, when we misspell something, a lot of times it's not really misspelled. It's this. It can take you deeper into that wording based on another culture or another society's understanding of that same name. They might write it the way you just wrote it. Because remember, the alphabet came from different countries. Remember, we all learned Latin and I believe Hebrew. Once we got English, that was Latin, Hebrew, Germany, Russian, Asia, Africa, definitely Africa, um, Ireland, every walks of the world. Imagine each alphabet came from each country, each place in the world. And they all came to Europe like a fiesta and said, look, we about to have a party. Let's bring all the letters together and we're going to make this new language called English. So that's what they did. So let me see what's going on that's being said. Yeah, powerful manifestation. Arisha, wow. Okay. She's similar to Arisha. And you notice Arisha, all of them are descendants from each other. It's just all about who's translating it when you move. It's like we all have our actual names, right? But we also have nicknames. But those nicknames are our actual names. It's just depending on where we go, who and what knows us as this person. Like, for example, Linda, they might call you Lynn somewhere else, or they might call you Lee somewhere else. Like, hey, what's up, Lee? What's up, Lynn? And you're like, oh, okay. Are you talking about that? You talking about Linda, right? Yeah. Oh, I know who Linda is. Yeah, we do call her Lynn. Yeah, we call her Lily too sometimes. Depends on where you're traveling. And how when someone loves you, they want to remember you, they will come up with a name that they'll take your first letter of your name, but they're connected to the letters that or alphabets that resonate with them. So let's see what the class say. Dialect. And it's funny you say dialect because Galileo, Socrates, Plato, Aristotle, they all travel, yes, from Greco-Roman, but they went to Egypt. Why do you think that Alexander made a school, I believe it was a library. And it was in Egypt, I believe, in Africa. Because of his influence, because of his teachers, because remember, everything was taught. We didn't have letters then. We all spoke and did drawings. So if you really wanted to know knowledge, you had to go to the places that had that knowledge. So a lot of these philosophers that we talk about, even in history books, if you was to ask, where did they learn their oracles from? A lot of them would have to say Egypt. So let me see. Yes, endurement. Yes, Egypt is a portal. Yes, and we all are from that portal. We just had to be nomadic. It's like a house. When you have too much people in a house, what do? It's too stuffy. You want to move. So what do? We became nomadic. So no matter where we went, we took the knowledge that we have been birthed in wherever, and we called it different names, but the essence remained the same. And soulmate, feminine, and masculine is showing that. So let's get to the energies real quick because I want to get to that. It's getting closer to the end of class. I'm already getting sad about that. Okay, ships. So key, ships is coming in. Shipment is coming in. Surplus is coming in. Service is going to be coming to you, or I'm going to be wanting to provide service and traveling. I can't wait to see you guys. I'm going to be taking sales soon. I definitely want to travel. I definitely want to go around the country to other countries as well and commune with you guys and have class and do workshops and make programs where you guys put an input on how it should be played out and really do the darn thing. You feel me? Oh, yes. Studio, just because you don't have no cards in front of you don't mean that you're not the cards. You are the card. Our brain is like a microscope of each book. So imagine your mind has seen this. Seen another thing, seen another thing, seen another thing, seen another thing. In your mind's eye. That in itself is cards. Remember, the masses at one point did not know how to read and write. So this right here was considered leisure time. This wasn't even considered taboo. Into what? Maybe the 17th, 18th century? When the Renaissance came, they had to make small books so they could actually sneak in to read something. Because only priests and clergies, not even kings and queens, knew how to read. So you know what they did? They had, when they finally got into the Renaissance period, they said, we're going to make little small books like this one. We could read. And we could entertain ourselves. Chicago area. See, you know what's up. Chi-Town. So, let's see what's going on emotionally, energetically. Masculine. If you feel that you have missed the opportunity, masculine, nah, you were just waiting for the right wish to be fulfilled. You're masculine. You don't take the first meat. You take the biggest meat. So, waiting and walking to places, people, and things that really connect to what you really want to do in the world, masculine, it's going to be on your mind. That would explain why you have gotten the Celtic. You are the four directions of this world. You are the four pillars of this world. You know how to navigate. Now, trust in your intuitions on how you want to walk in the world. When you're doing that, the missed opportunity will be replaced with more opportunities. When we don't take the first offer, you know what happens? It kind of makes the offer, it's kind of like what they call it, when you're booking something, or when an agent offers you something. They say, oh, we got this new gig, or it's a new opportunity, do you want to take it? And they're like, no. And they're like, what? Why? And then when you explain why, you know what happens? You become a hotter commodity. You become where now the offer that was presented to you the first time, whoever wanted to present it to you is going to come not correct, but they're going to be like, wow, this person knows who they are. They know their worth. So I got to come with a better offer. So again, you're not taking no crumbs. You're taking a whole cake. Like Rihanna said, cake, 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 cake. You want to put your face in it. But as you're doing this, yes, it's going to be discontentment and boredom, but you're going to disregard that because you're walking now. Either you're talking to a Cancerian or a water sign, Scorpio or Pisces, that is going to show you exactly what, where, and whom you want to be connected to. So it's just all about taking that leap of faith, masculine. Because when you open your eyes to the possibility, the person that you really want will be right in front of you. Or that promotion or that new path that you really want to walk in will be presenting itself to you. And you will not have a problem walking with ease. So let's see. All right? Feminine. If this is you taking on this energy, you're becoming more level-headed and logical on how you walk in your atmosphere. It was felt that you had admirers. It seemed like it's getting even. You went from 5 admirers, or 4 admirers, as I should say, to 6. So 2 more extra people came into the mix. And they're either wanting to be more aligned with you, or they want to make an alliance with you. But plans do need revision. Either you have a lot of admirers, and this is the month of February, so you have a lot of admirers, a lot of people that want your attention, and or you have a lot of options when it comes to career, when it comes to, again, feminine, you're leveling up. So if this is in regards to a promotion, is in regards to a new career job that you're getting this opportunity, you're seeing how to be better prepared for it. Either if this is in regards to moving, maybe your position requires you to travel. Yeah. Or take the lead in something. It's something in your atmosphere where you're going to have to definitely take the lead, feminine. And that will understand why having a balance of your masculine and feminine energies would be very fruitful for you at this moment. Because, like any relationship or like any business, a lot of people are looking at you. They're leaning on you, feminine. It's like you're now the chief executive. You're now the captain. So, like any captain, you have comrades or you have mates that definitely need to know how to move with you. So you're going to be mapping out to these 6 other people or 7 other people, feminine, how you want to move in the world and how you, the type of attention you will give to each one. Okay? So more going on than meets the eye. If you are thinking about the poor timing, again, either around 7 o'clock, you might get a call, or in 7 days, this might resonate with you, where knowing how you want to spread out your energy in a way that works for you, but also give people in your world appreciation too, will definitely be in your good favor. All right. Okay, Linda. All right. Okay, studio, you getting your twin because this person is a Cancer. They are definitely about community, about company, about communion as well, as you can tell. So, or again, when I say masculine, yes, I'm speaking for the masculine. I'm speaking for men. But a lot of times, feminine can take on, again, masculine energies. And masculine can take on feminine or soulmate energies as well, even the key energy. So when I speak for masculine, feminine, soulmate, and key, yes, listen to your lane, but also listen to the others, because you might have some situation that's going to go down where, oh, good thing I did listen to that feminine side of the reading, because now I can use that to my favor. Good thing I did listen to that soulmate or key side of that reading in the class, because now I can use that book in relation to how I can move. Okay? So, soulmate, your awakening. Again, was felt earlier, 21, when I was reversing it, that Piscean. So soulmate is tapping into that pioneer. They're awakening their pioneer. That would make sense. They know they're a star. They're stepping into stardom. They are very in line with who they are spiritually and religiously. But it was something else that they wanted to awaken. And what they wanted to awaken is becoming a pioneer. And like any pioneer, a pioneer is looked at in the world. A pioneer goes out in the world and sees the moment. And that's what soulmate is doing. So he or she is looking at things from a different perspective. See, masculine, feminine had to do that as well. So a temporary standstill is going to be taking place for soulmate. Why? Because before they blow their horn of triumph, they're seeing how far they did come. Before soulmate is making that next step, they're seeing how far they have come, and how far, who they are, and the skills that they have accumulated will be definitely usable and relatable in the next 12 months, even in the next 12 years. But to see it more realistically, in this year of 2019 going into 2020, they're going to be seeing a lot of months where awakenings and aha moments are going to be taking place. So it's important for soulmate to be his or herself. Key, 4 of Earth. I'm also connected to a Cancerian in my Earth, in my environment. And the Cancerian is helping me to understand what I need to connect to, or what I am being a commune to want to sail towards. This commune with a Cancer will allow me to understand, why is it that I do want to make a company? Why is it that I do want to make a community of the arts? Why do I want to see that in other countries as well? So if I'm being too frivolous or too cautious with money, which I am realizing, like sometimes I spend too much, and then sometimes I spend too little. So now I'm trying to figure out how to balance that out. So who better than a Cancerian or someone that has, yes, this person can be a Taurus like myself, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, and they have Cancerian in their chart. They have Cancer in their chart. They're all about communicating. They're all about keeping good company and about family, but most importantly, they're all about how to balance out capital. So, studio, you're definitely right, Linda. You're right. A capital is definitely in the thoughts of masculine, feminine, and soulmate. Even me as the key. So, good business decisions is going to be taking place from this Cancer. Even if this is me embodying a Cancer element, communicating with you guys is helping me to understand how to balance better finances when it comes to figuring out how to spread finances, how to increase finances. Again, I'm coming up with a Valentine's Day gift where you know what? I should pitch this to you guys, and you can tell me if this would be something that people would actually want to do, like want to get. I want to do a Valentine's Day reading where each book is $1. So you can actually literally get a video reading for $1. Each card is $1 a piece. So say for instance you just want to spend $5. Then you get 5 cards that I would actually read and tell you what is being shown based on what question you ask me. And then you'll get your own personal reading. Each card, each book is $1 a piece. And if you would like to give this to a partner, to a friend, a family member, or even to give to yourself, I wanted it to be um, easy to get based on finances, because I know financially it's hard out here. And I wanted to also keep practicing reading. So I felt like each card is $1 a piece. So for Valentine's Day, you could get a free reading, meaning you could get a $1 reading, or depending on how many cards you want, or how many books, I should say, how many books you want to be read will determine how much you want to spend. So say for instance, last minute, you're like, oh, I do want to get somebody a gift, but I want it to be a little bit personal or intimate. Come to Keykeys Doorway. In the description box, it will have how to contact me, the amount to put on PayPal, and definitely this is a reading that you could keep. I'm going to have it as a video reading. So that way you could always go back to see your reading. I'm going to try to keep it up for a month, and then I have to, erase it because of the storage. Do you think that would be good? Like $1 for each reading, or I mean $1 for each card? Let's see. Okay, I get you. So, when you finish driving, let me know. Do you think having a Valentine's Day gift where $1 for each book would be good? Okay, so later on tonight at 11 o'clock, I'm going to record like a special, like the Valentine's special, when I will say that. I'll post it at 11 o'clock, but I'll record it after this reading. Okay, good. So I got the approval. Like, again, y'all helping me how to be more cautious with finances and how to make this a better class, a better business, and a universal school. Because in order for me to have the funding for school, I would need to be more financially savvy. Right? So that's what I'm learning from you guys. So let's see. 2 cards I'm going to pull out to see what's going on for the end of the class. Oh, we got the Hermit, Emperor. Hold on, let me get this situated. Okay. Hermit, Emperor, Renewal. Was this out earlier? Renewal's been coming out, so a lot of people are reviving. A lot of people are reviving. But no, I feel like no, this is the second one. 20. Okay. Page. All right. One more. 8. Okay, studio. Got the Scorpio here. 4 to the 8. This is definitely a water sign. That whoever's your twin, they're definitely a water sign like you. Okay. Wow. All right. So, masculine. Okay. Why? I guess it wants to have. Now I see why I wanted to have the third card come out. Okay. All right. 10. Oh, wow. Okay, let's get on this real quick. Okay, let me clear this. I gotta clear this up. Let me clear my throat. Have mercy. Okay. So, studio, whoever you're going to be connecting to is definitely a Cancerian. And either they're a Scorpio like yourself, or they have either they're a Scorpio with a lot of water in their chart, like they have Cancer as well, or they're Cancer that has Scorpio energy as well. They definitely are a keeper of secrets. They're definitely a high priestess as well. High priest, a high priestess. They're a healer just like you are. They're a teacher. They have a lot of similarities to who you are, studio, or any masculine energies in the class. Whoever you're connected to definitely have a lot of water in their chart. They're very balanced with their emotions. They definitely know how to communicate with passion. They know how to start and they know how to use their intuition, which is great in regards to how you want to be that trailblazer in the world. So you're going within. The masculine's going to be going within. You see HER, the he and her. So they're definitely merging the masculine and feminine within them. And they're knowing their own philosophies on why they're going in the path they feel aligned in. They know that walking in this new way feels right for them. Because as they're communicating with you in the world, they're seeing that who they are was not by themselves. Or if this is your energy, masculine, if you're taking on this energy, you're seeing that what you want to walk towards gives you more purpose, gives you more meaning. And whoever this is embodies an empress. Either this is you, masculine, you're taking on the energy of an empress where you know what empire you want to set, you know how, who, and what you want to have work with you in regards to manifestation. If this is someone coming to you, masculine, they are taking on an empress. They have all the fixed elements in them. They're a leader. They definitely know how to be a leader and how to be someone that you can lean on. They definitely know how to articulate their feelings. They know how to be an anchor for you and themselves. They definitely know how to start and how to see the source within them and outside of them. We're missing an element. Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio. What am I missing, class, as a fixed element? All right. We have Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio. Scorpio. What's missing? What is that fourth one? What is that fourth one, class? Oh, thank you, Ernest. Let me write that down. Skillshare.com. Great for business classes and ways to learn new creative classes to make money. Okay. Now, you know what's interesting? Thank you for sharing that, Ernest. I'm also getting in now. It's interesting. A Cancerian told me that, or a Capricorn, or this person that has Capricorn in his chart. He let me know. He let me know about crowdfunding. Crowdfunding. I'm definitely going to look into that as well. If you know about that, Ernest, do you know about that, Ernest? Crowdfunding? Ah, the bull. Yeah. Oh, you would think I should know Empress card because they say the Empress is usually a Taurus or Aries, right? Thank you, studio. You know it. You know it. See, that's why we have a class. That's why we have the class. That's what I'm talking about. Each one teach one. That's right. Thank you, studio. Yes, and they know how to teach, how to train with you, and definitely how to use trade. They just may need masculine, a partner like yourself to show them the ropes. Just because they're empress, again, an empress also is waiting for their emperor. So just because they know how to manifest and they know how to communicate, like any empress or any person of power, it's good to have another partner with you, another person that has that same power as you, but just different, that you could bounce off ideas and really make things happen. Yes, it's nothing wrong with being the first to start, but when you start something and you noticing it's about to bloom, now it's time to team up with somebody. And why not team up with an empress? Because they are recognizing within you that you're an emperor, masculine. So you're going within to find out why that is. Okay? And if you're finding out why that is, you're stepping in as an emperor. So yes, this is an empress here, but you're an emperor. So you know what's up. You know what time it is. You know why you had to walk away from the things that didn't feel good with you anymore. Because what was waiting for you around the corner, masculine, is your empress. Feminine. Thank you, thank you, thank you, studio. Thank you. Yes, magician indeed. So feminine. All right. Now, oh, I just blanked out. I didn't even realize the emperor was in the feminine section. Interesting. Interesting. So, feminine. You're either taking on this masculine, again, you're taking on the masculine energy, which would make sense. You're already a feminine energies. You know how to bring out that feminine wiles about you. So now you're tapping into your masculine energy. You're tapping into being a manifester, making things happen, making some moves, doing the moves, communicating those moves, marketing, managing, definitely, again, tapping into a feminine. You're also either talking to a Cancerian yourself in regards to these movements. So you're going to be manifesting, and it's going to be a water energy that's going to help you because they went to the six of water. So yes, they're going to have that water element. Either they're a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, but they have earth energy. So Virgo, sixth house of Virgo. So they're earth element, but they're carrying that water element. They're definitely balanced. Or if this is you, feminine, you're definitely balanced with your emotions, and that would make sense. Being an emperor is very empathic, knows how to balance his energy, knows how to balance his emotions, knows who and what to give in the world and how to receive in the world too. And from that, you're bringing out more of your fiery passion. You're definitely making those changes even more so, feminine. You're seeing that the changes that you're making is showing that you are a leader. When you make physical changes, it's bringing out your fire. It's bringing out your drive. Look at what are the things you are physically changing, feminine. Are you changing your wardrobe? Are you changing your physical body? Are you doing exercises now? Are you drinking more water to look more clear, more pure, more in control? Are you looking at your atmosphere and seeing how you decorate your apartment or your company that you do keep? These are things that are going to be showing. So as you're making those moves, competing goals. Competing goals, this honestly means that people that are competing for your affection, or in regards to the moves that you're making, feminine, you're seeing that it takes you to make those moves. Everybody else is just following. So if they just chuckling out their mouth, yes, you're listening to them because you are an emperor. An emperor definitely is empathic to know to listen. Listen and you learn something. As you're learning what you're listening to, then you know how to take that lead. And as you're taking that lead, then that competing goals are going to be actually your capital. It's going to be your commerce, if you may. And those bothersome details, and emperors have those bothersome details. Again, when you connect it to a water sign or earth sign that has water in their chart, they'll give you that, they'll alleviate any misconceived notions on the direction you want to take. So the conflict with others will start to cease when you're noticing that you're balancing out your emotions and what you give to the world and what you receive from it. Because now, feminine, you're now the emperor. And masculine is the empress. And like I mentioned to masculine, you're the emperor and you're looking for an empress now. You're building your kingdom. You're building your company. You're building your changes. You're building your dream and your reality. And like any emperor, they're looking for an empress. They're looking for someone that has that same similarity. But again, 4 plus 3 is 7. So yes, you're an emperor. He's an empress. He's an empress. You're an emperor. Yet both of y'all are very logical, level-headed. Y'all know how to lean on each other, how to leave each other alone a little bit, how to lean back and let each other rock as an individual. Y'all know how to come together as a partner. Y'all know how to be passionate, how to be withdrawn to, get that heart yearning for each other again. So you got this. You got this on lock, feminine. Just like the masculine. And soulmate, come on now. You got the lovers. So you've been awakening. Yes, you've been preparing for this for quite some time, soulmate. You already know what you want to revive. You know that it's connected to your standards, to your knowledge of source, inside of yourself and outside of yourself. And bringing out your childlike innocence. And that doesn't mean that, oh, you got to literally act like a child. You know what? Maybe you do. To find that creative spark in you, to find that carelessness for a minute. Because as you're doing that, as you're bringing out your childlike innocence, as you're being that child, you being a little childish and, pouting and, flirting and being warm-hearted and carefree, that perfume, that cologne, that energy is going to be getting smelled by the lover. And that lover might be a Virgo or earth sign towards Virgo, Capricorn, or they have this energy of being very grounded, very committed and loyal to you. And as they're showing you their loyalty, their understanding to who you are, the end of a difficult situation will be ending for you. Because again, soulmate is stepping into becoming a boss. And like any boss, like any emperor or empress, they're seeing that teamwork makes the dream work. Yes, it took that person, it took the soulmate to start. But once you start, you see that you can't finish it alone. It takes a team. So soulmate is going to be teaming up with someone that has that same love and same desire and goal as you. And they definitely want to talk with you in your atmosphere. Definitely start teasing. Yeah, lovers, you got to start teasing. You got to start flirting, soulmate. Yes, you're a boss. Yes, you know what you bring into the table when it comes to, company, when it comes to commerce, when it comes to capital. Yes, all the business parts we know. But do you know your childlike side? Do you know your carefree side? That's the part that you're going to be bringing out. And that's the part that's going to be attracting that lover to you, or people that love that energy in your atmosphere, soulmate. So embrace the change. Feminine is doing it. Soulmate is doing it. And as you're embracing the change, soulmate, masculine and feminine is doing it, I should say. Expect things to get better. The more you embrace that childlike innocence in who you are, soulmate, however that looks, however that sounds, however that, even if that means dressing differently or doing the things you always wanted to do when you were a child, but now you get to do this now. It's going to be bringing a lot of opportunities. It's going to be bringing a lot of people that want to, well, that one special person that wants to team up with you, and the rest is just going to flock. The rest that can't hang with you, soulmate, that they can't keep up, like Beyonce and them. Can you keep up, baby boy, baby girl? They gonna be flying if they can't. They be like, look, I gotta straddle on to another energy. The one that can hang with you, ride or die with you, your ace, gonna be right there with you. Like, I'm ready. So recovering from an addiction. Anything is an addiction. Love can be an addiction, and sometimes love, if it's not noticeable, it can become toxic. So soulmate knows the difference between toxic relationships and healthy ones. So again, they're walking with more knowledge this time on what they want. Key, and this is the end of class. So let's see. I'm gonna be stepping into personnel role, which I'm actually doing now in my reality. I'm doing personnel roles where I'm definitely researching and manifesting and using my drive, showing my outgoing nature, like soulmate, feminine, and masculine is doing. Yes, I'm me. I'm showing my mischievous nature. I told you my last name is Horn, Horne. Now, I know a lot of people when I was a child used to call me Horne. No, I could get Horne only when I want to. Horn. Now, like the actual instrument, horn, like the singer Lena Horne. Yeah, horn it if you're naughty. Okay, that's the that's my mischievous side. Yes, I'm gonna be bringing that out too. I'm bringing out my flirtatious nature because I'm all about making boss moves, but I don't be showing my flirtatious side, so I'm bringing that out more. As I'm bringing that out more, just like soulmate, I'm becoming, and feminine and masculine, I'm becoming very victorious in that. So yeah, and opportunities will be coming to me. So hold on, let me put this charger on because it's on low, so I'm 15%. So this is another reason why we got to get out the classroom. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Wait up. Hold on. Wait. So, is this going good? Hold on, guys. Okay, good. I got it adjusted. Hey, yeah, you'll see that. You'll be seeing that in the classroom. Don't get it twisted. That's why I showed y'all my face when I do universal talks. You'll see that side every now and then. That's why I have that for the universal talk. We in the classroom. You know, I don't know who entered in the classroom. Then again, I don't know who's entering the universal talk. So pretty much, I should be able to let loose, right? I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. I'm learning. I just talked about the phallus and the womb, and I had to say it like that. I could have said the penis and the vagina. Now, come on now. That's our first religion. If you really think about it, or our first introduction to spirituality and religion was about our physical body. This is why masturbation is a good way to manifest too. Sexual energy is a good way to manifest. A lot, especially if you've been celibate, using your sexual energy to create gets you more, gets your manifesting going even more faster. If you notice, like if you haven't been, this is why when boxers or anyone that does sports, right, what are the first thing they tell you? You got to restrain from sex. Why? Not because you're gonna be sleepy and tired, yeah, that's true, but because all that pent up energy you could use to tackle your goal. And once you finish your goal, then you could get to, to smashing. So, you feel me? Y'all feel me, guys? So, if this class reading, if this class reading resonates with you, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna be victorious. And whoever I connect to, they're definitely an earth sign. They got fire in their chart. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be in the watching. I'm gonna be looking out for that. I already got it. That I think I know that person is already in my midst. Now it's just all about learning from this person and that person learning from me. Like us really communion, like really unifying, and stop tap dancing around this stuff. So I gotta go with the flow too, but I gotta come correct, like come with it. Like, look, I don't know if we're a couple or not, but I know I want to be in communion with you. I know I want to communicate, and I know I want to make things happen. I feel that I can learn from you. And I feel that whatever I am, you can learn from. Whatever I can offer you as a key or as a guide or whatever, it will be beneficial to that person too. Ah, well, it could resonate with, well, with who wouldn't resonate with. Ah, that's true, studio. But you know how it is when you hear tarot reading, you're thinking a lot of times we have to say it's for entertainment purposes. And now let's be real. Don't we go to the movies? Don't we go out to eat, drink, and party, and go to libraries and read and ride? And that's considered entertainment, but they consider that professional, and it's something about tarot reading that if you use what is read, it'll mess you up. Like, really, I could watch a movie and that could mess me up too. But guess what? If I didn't watch Monte Cristo as a movie, if I didn't read Dante Inferno as a book, if I didn't read about the Three Musketeers and then the Iron Mask, and again, if movies, entertainment was not made, then a lot of our knowledge would have gone down the banks. A lot of our civilization would have been mediocre. So, yes, this is for entertainment purposes. I'm supposed to say that. But as a key, I feel that this is a reading. Like, we went into the library, we went into class, and we reading some books. They just happen to be smaller. Okay? This, if it resonates with you, press the like button. Press the like button as your key, as Kiana Quente Horn. That is my name. It lets me know that it does resonate with you in your reality in some way, shape, or form. And that this can and should be as a physical school or a key of knowledge. And I want to make that more of a physical reality outside of this room, outside of this apartment. So going to my business advisors with the actual receipts, with the like buttons and the subscribing and the sharing, lets them know, okay, it's now time to back her physically, financially, and otherwise. And I will be taking you guys' advice. So let me write down before I end what Ernest said in regards to Skillshare, because I didn't have the time to write that down. So before we head on out the classroom, okay? So if this reading resonates with you, press the like button, share the reading with others, and subscribe. Press and definitely press the bell button, because the bell button lets you know automatically when I'm on live, when I'm doing readings or anything. It will let you know when I'm on ASAP. Okay? So Skillshare.com. Thank you guys. Thank you, studio. Thank you, Ernest. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, watchers, cross watchers, soulmate, other zodiacs that enter the classroom. Thank you, stars. Thank you, relics. You feel me, right? So I can't wait to see you. Press the bell symbol next to the subscribe button, because it will let you know ASAP when I'm on. And I will definitely be later on tonight. I'm going to give this phone a rest because it's on low battery. So around 11 or 12 o'clock, that's when I'll put the Valentine's gift special broadcast on Keykeys Doorway. I'll do like a 2-minute skit on what it is and what to expect from the Valentine's Day gift. Okay, guys? So thank you guys for that advice. Thank you for your suggestions and your knowledge. And you all are a key of knowledge, and thank you for that. Thank you for entering the classroom. Thank you for this being a star that shines bright. Thank you, guys. So I can't wait to see you in the next class. I'm definitely going to be having universal talks. I'm definitely going to be doing, I think, Sagittarius reading tomorrow as well. So yeah, got a lot to do. Got to catch up. All right. Definitely catch me when you wake up. All right. I might do Sagittarius around 10 or 11. 8 o'clock in the morning is the latest. Okay. So you'll know once you press the bell, you'll know when I'm on. Okay, studio. Okay, Linda, cross watchers. So I love you guys. I love you. I love you. Thank you. Thank you for entering the doorway. Thank you for being in the class. Thank you for going in the dimensions with me in the portals. Thank you. I love you guys. I love you. We will